so good. And I mean, this is child's play compared to the dodgy jump there, to what we're going to be looking at in Spain. Alright folks, how's it going? I've come over to the local today to try out this awesome new Ohlins setup. Now I've gone for the Coil front and rear on the Stanton, you see behind me. Obviously there's a little bit of penalty to pay for weight. You're always going to be heavier with Coil because you've got that spring obviously in the leg of the fork and around the shock. But I am fully willing and prepared to pay that price for what is meant to be the best performance you can have. So these have been fitted and they've been tuned by our sponsor JTech Suspension. I've tried the forks already but not with the shock. So today I'm going to get out there, give it a whirl. I'm going to find some of the roughest trails. Also, another thing I'm sort of testing, 5 days ago I watched a documentary called Game Changer. I would highly recommend any of you watch this. It's about going plant-based on your diet and the benefits, and you know, that sort of comparing it to eating meat, etc. I've never been a big sort of veggie vegan type pro person, you know, more one of those who took the piss. But after watching that, I've made the switch, and today is the first ride since then to see if my currently lowering energy levels are going to change. So let's get out on this bike and let's see how it performs and how I perform. So straight out of the gate we are heading up. I say we because it's me and Ian, come here, and a little Ian there. Now the Stanton's known for its terrific anti-squat. So basically what this means is it doesn't really bob at all when you're riding uphill, but putting the Coil in, the one thing straight away, it's so sensitive that you do notice a bit of bob when you start pedaling uphill. Fortunately, this TTX shock, it has 3 settings, like a climb switch. Now, contrary to popular belief, one is open, the middle one is not trail, and the other one is not climb really. What it is it's just open, a bit firm and a bit firmer. And I've got it set now on the, you know, the most firm setting, and there is a 0 bob. I just want to get to the top of the hill and get on some gnarly stuff. Okay, so a bit more info on what we're running here. These are the M2 Ohlins forks, so that basically means Mark II. These are the top of the range ones. Coil, I think retails around about 1200 quid, so they're definitely, you know, they're not cheap. These are running 165mm travel. They're quite a long fork if you consider sort of ground to head tube. Compare them to my last ones that were 160. They're only 5mm more travel, but they're 20mm longer, so you've got longer crown here and the base is longer. It's not quick release, it's bolt through, so you got a bolt goes through there and then a pinch bolt here, but it's super simple to operate. And we've got the new, I'll be doing a vlog about this totally separately, but we've got the new mudguard on there by RRP, the bolt on, so it's got bolt holes in it, and that went on lovely. So that's the forks. Preload here, which is kind of like a Coil's version of air pressure. And then if we go over to the other side here, low speed compression, and I'm guessing low speed compression on top, and I think that's high speed compression on the bottom. Also on the bottom right down here, back there, that's your rebound. What's on this side? I think that's just a nut for getting the coil out, I don't know. So that's the forks. Then the shock itself for 2020, the difference is apparently you've got this little plastic bit which is like a locking nut on the lock ring. Slightly awkward there to get the rebound on this bike, but saying that, you're only going to do it once really. Well, you are if you don't faff like me. And then round to this side here we have the settings, the 3 settings, and I guess that's the compression, is it? I guess so. So these were super easy to fit, just had to change the hardware on the shock, and the same as usual with the forks, which are also, forgot to mention, 44mm offset instead of the usual, I think it's 55 or something like that. But yeah, that brings them in and brings the trail down, they call it the trail. So it's a bit of a sharper feel on the steering. So time to open these bad boys up, get onto, I'm not doing the long stage yet because I want to warm up. I've only done 1 climb, I need half to 3/4 of an hour, but I'm feeling pretty good, I will say. So this is a rough one, it's a short but rough, and I want to see how they react, and hopefully they won't get crap on the lens of my GoPro because we've had so much rain up here. Right, here we go, straight in, pretty excited. Where are we going here? That's right, let's do it. Okay, so this is a rough track, it's going to get rougher any second now. Here we go. Oh my god, immediately you can feel it's amazing. So back up the top again now, feeling good to be honest. Yeah, haven't really done much yet, but this trail now, it does get steep in a bit and quite quick, but the start of it is just off being flat, it's slightly downhill, so you have to pedal, and very sort of loose rocks that are all knuckle baby head size, so real test of suspension. If your suspension isn't right on this, it will knock you from side to side and really ruin your flow. Just also to say about the tires, I'm running 19 psi front in the 2.5 and 24 rear in the 2.4, no liners. I will be putting a liner in the back for the big race in 2 weeks in Spain, the EWS qualifier. That's why I'm trying to get this bike absolutely spot on ready. Let's have a go with this one and see how she performs. Come here, Ian, come here, get in the way, you good boy. All right, here we go on the pedals. It's definitely wet, it gets awkward straight away, this track. I'm leaning it in, I've lost it on that turn so many times, and these corners very difficult. Now it speeds up a little bit, but it gets bumpier here. It's just taking it like a dream, so good. And I mean, this is child's play compared to the dodgy jump there, to what we're going to be looking at in Spain. And things to remember also, what they say is the downside to Coil is there's no pop, but nowadays I think they kind of have that sorted with the damping and how they've got it to act a lot more like an air shock. This thing is unbelievable, it really is. Wow, so good. I'm so excited about how these things perform. If I was another YouTuber, Harry Main, he'd be like, wow, wow, that's amazing. Or Ben Caffro, these are just so amazing, it's fantastic, honestly they're great. Sam Pilgrim, these things are mega, they're just so amazing. Oh my god, it'll just send me to the skies. Oh, that's terrible, that impression. And finally, Mick Trail Rider, these things are great. Only joking, mate. Let's do some more riding. Right, so let's get on to a bit more snotty stuff now. See how it grips. Ian's gone off the wrong way. Yeah, fantastic. Big, horrible steep climb now. And then I'm going to tackle the longest stage here and see how it is on there and see how I am on there. Time to hit climb. Go on in. Good boy. Go on. Go on. Go on, in. Good boy. Some of you may have noticed at the beginning that I had a Fidlock bottle on here, and I've been using it for a fair while. But now I put it on there, and it was slightly touching my Ohlins. In fact, you can see there maybe a little line. Now it's gone. So I don't know, it might be because it had a bit of pressure on it, but either way, that's the end of bottles on frames for me. I'm done with them. It's all in the backpack. I should have bought one for this, for my hip pack now. Left it at home. Drinking out of a puddle in a minute. Right, so coming up, to be honest, I don't feel much difference saying on the energy front. Feel all right. I mean, obviously the bike's heavier now with both coils, but that's a nasty climb, and I'm not feeling any worse. So there's a jump here across like a quad track, and I always struggle, not because it's hard, just because I never feel I've got enough speed, and this will really test the pop out. So it's from there and then to there. There's the bike, so you can see roughly, point it out again, from there to there, it's about 20 foot probably. So I'll set the GoPro up here and I'll try and clear it first time. Right, try and get the pace for this thing in these wet conditions. Right, let's have this thing. Not perfect, but one of the best ones I've done on it, considering the running, and it's wet and I'm usually trying it in the dry. So less pop? I don't think so. Found it. Oh, thank hell for that. The cool, refreshing taste of active root. Oh, the only ginger I'll ever get my mouth round. Right, I've swapped the mounts. So I've took the bottom mount from up here to down there, so it's not rubbing on there. Only problem with that is it's all good there, not if you hit some dog shit. So you got to be so careful that you wipe the mouthpiece of your bottle off if you got it underneath the down tube. Remember that, folks. Ian, no crapping on the trail, mate. Right, trail down to the motor now. Shorter one before I did a long one, so I'll have to ditch Ian because he can't keep up on the 5-minute one. Don't want to lose him. This one got some good jumps at the beginning that, again, pop testing. Then it's really rough, and then we're into a very snotty, rough, technical sniper route section in the woods. So another great test. Here we go. Ready, Ian? Let's have it. First jump, no problem. And the second, no worries. And they're quite hard. Third, yes. There we go. Straight across these routes. These are real tricky now. Yes. Got the line. Bearing in mind it is wet. Clear those ones up high. But outside, outside, outside again. Down here. We're not going onto the downhill track, which is down there. Wait for doggy man. Come on, Ian. Good boy. Down there and into the wood. The bottom. Tough line here. That's always difficult, especially now it's got wetter. Watch out for these sniper routes. This is where the suspension, the super supple feel, should really help. I'm trying not to touch the brakes. Whoa! Yes. Yes. It's so slick, but the grip through the tyres and these incredible forks. It's just unreal. Whoa, messed up a bit there. It's my own fault. Right, carry on. On in. Crappy slow bit. This is where you'd be cranking in a race. Yes, holding the lines real nice. And I've just realised something was pretty funny. Come back to the main car park and remember they're not parked here. Oh. Alright mate. Come on! Come on in! Come on, get in son. Come on now. Good boy. Here we go. This is the long one. This is a killer. If I come up here practicing, I usually don't end up pushing all the way. I'm not going to go flat out because I'm on my own. I don't want to muller myself. This is the same top bit I did before, but then it goes on to a different bit. Bollocks. Didn't turn the bloody climb switch off. Let's start again, shall we? Right. Let's go again, shall we? So a bit further down here in a minute, it goes a different way to what we went before. Oh my god, what's happened here? Oh, oh god. Oh, soaking wet. Oh well, carry on. Oh man, that's about a foot deep. Yes, and we're done. Wow. Ah. Woo. So with those huge deep puddles that I wasn't expecting, pretty sure I won't be busting any Strava records, but wow, I certainly feel more energetic. Definitely not as out of breath. I mean, bear in mind, I've only been doing this 5 days and I've been sort of training for 2-3 weeks now. So I'm definitely going to feel better for Spain. It's going to be very difficult to try and not eat meat in Spain, but I'm excited about it now. I'm really excited about this suspension, big time. So I want to know your comments about, A, have you watched Game Changer? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Have any of you tried this? I'm not going to say plant only, because I am eating, you know, some things like crisps and that have got animal fat in, and I'll have the occasional bit of milk, but I'm trying to go over to different sort of milk in my coffee or whatever. But mainly Ohlins. What do you think about the TTX coil and the M2 front coil? I think they're absolutely amazing. I'm absolutely buzzing about using these, and I can't wait to thrash them down the hills or the mountains of Spain. Big thanks for watching. Check out the description for any of our merchandise or any of our sponsors, including Ohlins. Their website's linked on there. Thanks for watching. Keep it pinned.